is why I told my staff that I am not pretty much having a major big Negati, we're back. Wait, what? Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. You didn't hear that, did you? Well, not all of it. That's the case, alright. Greetings, everyone. I am your Dark Maestro, Negati Balan here, and we are continuing with this story. And I have no idea where Lancey is. I have no idea where he is.
And I'm gonna hug you. Did I scare you?
It certainly startled me, that's for certain.
Good.
What was the point of that?
Nothing. Just wanted to hug my maestro.
Oh, that's rather sweet of you.
Okay, no more hugging.
Well, back to the story now, shall we?
Yeah.
Where's your hat? They're pretty much resting on a table. Okay then. Wait, and the two of them fell asleep where they were wrapped in each other's comforting embrace.
The next day, Lancey slowly wakes up and looks at Negati. He looks so peaceful.
Negati was indeed sleeping.
Lancey smiles and kisses his forehead, then slowly gets up and ow!
Oh yeah, both are in basic female form here. She did feel sore, and so she had to take it easy. Yes, if you want to know, this takes a little bit. We just skipped over the heated scene, so you're all welcome.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to get scarred from that.
Especially if it's in full-on details. Lancey.
Lancey takes a breath and tries to get out of bed, but falls to the floor. Ow!
Negati uses her tentacle to grab hold of the fallen light maestro before they hit the floor. Careful. You just got done with the sex. You best not try and move too much for a few days. Best take it easy.
Yeah, but looks at her. I want to take a bath.
Baby, let mommy help you with that. She does take her there and straight to the bath. Allow me to help you, given how much we did last time. You aren't in the best shape at the moment. Not. Lancey. Lancey.
Uh, sorry, give me some moments.
Just give them a moment, everyone. They'll find their line soon. Hopefully. Alrighty then, Lancey. Go ahead.
Fine. Looks down. What did you think of my scars on my stomach and hips?
I think that's a little too further in. It's fine, I got this. Not at all. In fact, I think they give you some more charm. Oh, so we were on track. Honestly, to think you would know better. Hey, look, I'm sorry, okay? Let's just move on.
Leave her alone. Leave her alone. bad, Negati. You be nice to her. Slowly puts her arms around his her legs. I don't like them.
And why is that?
It brings back some memories.
Negati massages his shoulders. How so?
I guess it's only fair since you did tell me about your old partner. Before I walked here, I met up with a bunch of bad people, and they didn't like the way I look or dress, so they attacked me. I did try my best to fight them off, but they didn't. But I didn't know one of them sneaked up behind me and used a drug cloth to my mouth. I don't remember what happened after that, but I woke up with these scars.
Gosh, that almost sounds like what happened to almost a Darien. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Yoster basically said that's what almost happened to him. Seriously. Just because Darien looked different and they thought he was like a girl.
No,
Don't worry, he's okay.
he better be okay. I like that raptor.
Darien is not Darien is not weak, okay?
He's
I
strong,
mean,
boy. He's strong, and he makes
I mean,
strong cookies too.
I mean, he does contain a source of power in him that not many would have guessed. Anyways, Negi did not say anything, rather hugged her, and it was in a protective way.
Hugs her back, then starts crying.
She held on to her as much as she needed to, shushing and telling them that they were safe and that no one will hurt them.
Hugs her really tight and doesn't let go.
They stayed there for a while.
I think I'm going to be okay now.
My dear sweet Lancelot, how long ago was this?
10 years ago, I remember.
And I'm assuming you can't remember what they looked like, hmm? Then a grin came to her face. My dear Lancelot, why don't you take a few days off? Mommy will take over for the time being.
Yeah, I don't remember, and I would like that.
Well then, just leave it to me, and I think I know where you can head to. After getting dressed, Negati went to phone someone.
Okay.
Negati sent them to stay with Balin and Lance till things get settled. It would seem the Dark Maestro had a plan. At the
Lancy.
theater.
We forgot to write that crapness.
It's
Okay.
in the Wonderworld theater, by the way.
Yeah. Lancy. Sleeping in Balin's bedroom.
The Maestro could see him resting with ease. No sense of discomfort. Poor thing. Must have been through a lot. Negati sure didn't give me much information before sending him here. Well, whatever his reasons were, I can tell he did it with good intentions.
Sometime later, Lancy wakes up and looks around.
He could see fresh clothes with some food placed hot and ready.
Wow. Slowly gets up and gets dressed, then and eats.
He was then visited by Balin, who came to check on him. Awake already, and I can see you're wearing the outfit. boy, things got cut off a bit. What? Negati, you're not here right now. Oh, it's fine. I can do it. Okay, Balin. I happened to pick those out for you, considering the fact that Lance had some old ones lying around. I'd figured you needed them.
Give me a minute, I lost my lines.
Oh boy, come on, people.
Yeah. Thank you, Sir Balin.
Still calling me that, it seems.
Uh, yeah.
Well, I just merely came to check on you. That's all. And it seems you're doing just fine.
Okay, give me a moment, people.
Yes. Okay, guys, we found the actual lines. I mean, I did improvise, but I can pretty much read. Yes, thank you, Balin. I appreciate it. He said with his friendly smile. If I may ask, how were things yesterday? Did something happen between you two?
We just had a talk, Sir Balin.
Are you sure?
Yes!
Well, I hope you rested well enough.
Yes, thank you for letting me use your bed.
It's no problem at all. You were tired, and you looked like you needed a place of comfort. Balin adjusted his hat as to keep it in place. Lancelot noticed how he did not take it off despite them being the only ones here.
Looks at it. Why not take off the hat? It's only you and me in here.
Well, I suppose it'll be okay. He takes it off, showing that he looked almost similar to Lance, but had purple markings on his eyes. This caused Lancey to blush a bit.
Well,
You never seen me without my hat, have you? Well, this is what I actually look like.
I see. You look really handsome, Sir Balin.
you, you really think so? That got him off guard. In fact, he was not expecting that. He looked flustered, even. Fun fact, if you give him a compliment or praise him, he'll show affection. Me thinks Negati would be okay with it as long as nothing happens to Lancelot.
I have no idea. um, I'm sorry, people.
Well,
I keep losing my lines.
it's okay.
I really need to get a bookmark.
I know. I know where I am.
Yeah,
Okay. Go for it.
of course.
Well, Lance did intended for me to have a friendly appearance.
Yeah, gets up. Hey, I never asked you this, but how does your office look?
Oh, that? Well, would you like to see it?
Yes, please.
Very well, come on then. I'll lead on. He had his hat back
So,
on too.
yep. So follows him.
Balin showed him the way, which wasn't too far away, and Lancelot had time to look around by a lot of stuff.
Wow, your office is so cool.
I tend to keep it well tended and clean. I bet Negati doesn't have this amount.
Not really. He's actually a clean guy.
You don't say. Well, if he is supposed to be the opposite of me,
Yeah, but not really a bad. He is really a good guy when you get to know him.
I'm guessing he revealed his more sensitive side. And I'm gonna guess you and him had a bonding time. This caught Lancelot off guard a bit, and he blushed by how Bounce said that, but it's not like he asked for details.
Yeah. How did you find out?
It was a guess, and you were limping, which was a dead giveaway. He had stroked his hair as he smiled.
Looks away. You try having a night with someone that's tall, strong, and handsome that's overpowering with their body.
Balin gets a good idea of what he was referring to. His face went red, and even if he asked him to stop, Lancelot got a rather mischievous idea. He kept going and waiting to see just how red he could make the maestro. Yeah, you could say some of Negati's influence is rubbing off on him.
Goes close to him, feeling every moment of him on you as you drew in pleasure as you beg for more, uh, if of him until your body can't take any more.
Balin's face went even more red as he begins to back up. He clearly didn't wish to have this continue. Why are you telling me all this? He did not see the other's tendril grip him and keep him in place. This is the tease balance. This is the tease for Balin. That's what I was going for. So don't worry about it getting any more heated. I promise you guys.
Okay, thank you.
It's a way of he's basically tied up.
Yeah, because you're the one who brought it up. So Balin pulls him closer to him, then whispers in his ear, I
Hey, let
bet,
me tell you this and whisper in your ear.
I bet, I bet you want the taste of him, do you? So Balin licks his ear, then lets him go.
Stop, please. Are you trying to make my mind go down that pipe? Yeah, he's getting a little over dramatic here, but yeah. He tries to calm himself, but Lancelot was finding this too much fun. Plus, he had heard that this maestro had been working a lot. Why not mess with him for a bit longer?
Fine, I'll stop. Walks off, then whispers to himself. What was that? Did I really say that? That to so Balin? No, I need to control myself. Maybe some fresh air would make me feel better.
Balin was able to get back his cool. However, it did not take away the urge he built up thanks to his guest. He needed to take care of it before he could get back to work. Meanwhile, Lancelot had encountered Lance and how he was feeding the little times.
Hi, Lance.
I can tell you're embarrassed about something. This doesn't happen with Balin. He did not need to ask much, and he would resist better.
No, I don't really want to talk about it. Sits down on the ground and pets the Thames.
They were happy to see him and chirped happily. Lance leans down by him and patted on his back in support. You seem to be doing better. That's good to see.
Yeah, I hope soon I can go back to home. Smiles at him. I just want to go back to my bedroom and see him and hug my teddy bear.
Is that what you call the Dark Maestro? I'm guessing he showed you a good night. He wasn't being mean, rather seemingly nice.
Yeah, I did call him that, but I actually have a real teddy bear at home. I used to take it over to other places, but now it's kind of weird, and I try my best not to break it more.
Hey, you wanna know who also is considered a teddy bear despite their appearances? Axel. Axel the water buffalo.
Yes, lucky he's not here. Teddy bear would have
Yeah,
been mad.
yeah, honestly, egg bosses are basically just busy and such. Is who? Lance thought about it for a bit and then said, if you're that worried, perhaps Balin can help with that. He knows a thing or two about repairing toys.
Yo, Balin,
Correct. And he would be more than happy. You won't need to worry since he's very careful. He said with a slight smile.
maybe next time I didn't bring my teddy bear.
Lanston brings him in for a hug. That seemed to work, and he was happy to have someone share support, even if it was minor. And the times were snuggling up to him.
Hugs back.
It was relatively nice to have some other someone other than Negati to give him support when needed.
Thank you, Lance. I needed this.
He he gives him a kiss on his forehead. It's no problem.
Why did you kiss my forehead?
Just being nice. And don't worry, it wasn't meaning too much. You want to help me look after the times? Balin's going to be busy with papers and staging.
So,
It was nice to do something relaxing, and plus, he liked the Tims that was giving him attention. Then Balin showed up with a few scripts. He awkwardly greeted them, not bothering hiding behind his hat or a smile.
Nancy walks off somewhere else to leave them to talk.
Balin, care to tell me what happened? Before you assume I did not do anything to offend him. It's more awkward for both of us. And that being, I was just assuming he and Negati were having a passionate night. Then he decided to mess with me. Lance sighed and shook his head. Well, be sure to make it up to him later, and I'm sure he will return it to you. I can work with that.
Leaves the room without telling them and looks around the theater.
It was welcoming, warm, and classic feel. Music was being played, and it seemed to be spotless. He he was pretty relaxed about this.
Hmm. Starts to hum. Starts to hum a song and keeps walking.
Then he comes across more darker portions of the theater. This seemingly must belong to Lance, given the colors and decorations mimicked his appearance.
Wow. Keeps walking.
He goes to check due to curiosity and he was impressed at how it looks, classy yet mysterious at the same time.
This place is so beautiful.
He can even see how well organized it was. There was also a nice, comfy large bed with a purple, blue, and pink blanket that looked to have been recently washed. The room seemed to be lit by blue flamed candles. There were there were some in the mix. There was some gold in the mix as well.
Wow, this might be Lance's room. Looks around for a while and walks off.
He seemed to mostly exploring the theater, and it's done him good. Then decided to go see if there was something he could get to eat.
Walks off to the main hallway, then walks towards the kitchen area.
He sees Balin preparing things. He seems to be wearing an apron as well. Oh, hello, Nancy. Exploring the theater, did you good? He wasn't trying to be mean, nor was he teasing.
Yeah, it was nice.
Hey, I'm sorry about earlier.
It's okay. I'm sorry for going a little bit too far.
Balin smiled and asked for what he would like to eat.
Maybe just a sandwich. Smiles.
I see what you mean. Don't you worry. Leave that to me.
He, he gets to work and then he made a plate of different sandwiches and fruit, even with some milk.
Alright guys, found it. He gets to work and he made a plate of different sandwiches and with cut fruit, even some milk.
Watches him.
Balin brings the plate over and happily gives it to him. Hope you're hungry.
Yeah, thank you, Balin.
Balin gets his and was eating. All the while he was having some wine.
Hmm.
I must admit, these were the right choices.
Yeah, thank you, Balin. Do you want me to help clean up after this?
That would be nice. It's not often I get help around here.
Really? I thought Lance helps you around the theater.
Well, it depends on the job.
I see.
I also noticed you helping feeding the Tims earlier. They seem to be happy to see you.
Yeah, I do enjoy being around him, and we even have them at home too.
Well, that I understand, and I bet they're just as adorable.
Yes, they are very cute. Eats up, eats up the food. Here, let me do the dishes. Grabs his plate and starts to clean the dishes.
Balin just sat where he was as he chatted away. You sure are an active one.
Yeah, I like to move my body. It's the only thing that relaxes me is the smell of lavenders or getting massages.
Is that so? Well, if you need it, I'll let you have them if you ever need it. He offered to give him a massage and even the scent.
Oh, uh, I don't need it right now, Sir Balin.
Well, if you ever do, don't be shy to ask, okay?
Okay, thank you. Done the distance. Is there anything else You need you need it done?
Not that I, not any I can think of at the moment. He gets up. Maybe you can give Lance a helping hand.
Okay, I'll see what he wants me to do. walks off to find Lance.
He looks around to where the negative maestro is. He must be somewhere in his part of the theater.
Walks off to Lance's room. Lance? Are you here?
Okay, okay. Wait. He didn't see anything yet, but he could hear mumbling from behind a curtain. It's just not enough. Not enough to keep them back.
Slowly walks up to it and then lets out lets a then lets a little joke. Hello, Madeline Cotton. Have you seen Lance anywhere?
Lancelot, what are you doing here? I didn't hear you come in. I'm guessing things worked out with you and Balin.
Yes, everything's fine between me and Sir Balan now. What were you planning to do, Lance?
He was surprised to see him in his original form, his pure light look with a mix of purple, red, and gold.
Stares at him. Well,
You seem stunned by my appearance. Are you alright?
shakes his head. Yeah, I'm fine.
Lance looked at him confused. He didn't seem to hide much. He looked rather sad. Lancelot could see why he would be in here.
So, are you okay, my friend? Do you need some help?
At the moment, I don't feel up for it now. Not like this. His expression says it. In fact, he looks like he didn't know how to handle this at the moment.
Goes closer to him, then hugs him. I know you don't like to be touched so much, but I think you need it, my dear friend.
Lance was stunned, but he didn't push away either. Lancelot could feel his heartbeat.
I'll stay here. I'll stay here with you. Here, and when you're ready to talk, I'll listen to you, my dear friend. Keeps hugging him for a few moments, then stops and sits down.
Lance seemed to settle down enough to talk. I'm sorry if you had to see me in this state. My mind tends to warp to that feeling a lot.
No, it's fine. We all have that feeling once in a while.
I managed to regain control of my positive feelings. That part of me that has been gone for so long, while if Balin were to see me like this, I'm not sure how he would feel.
Come on, lads. He wouldn't judge you. Heck, I bet he would want to help you on what you're going through.
Are you sure about that? Balin doesn't know I could pull this off.
Of course, just tell him how you're feeling, and I'm sure he would help you.
I guess I could try. Just, could you tell him I'll meet with him later?
Of course, my friend. Would you like me to tell him now?
Later, please.
Okay.
He smiled a little and stroked his hair.
Smiles at him.
You know, Lancelot, no matter what happens, just remember to stay true to yourself and to be there for others. He was a bit surprised by that response. Lance chuckled slightly. Oh boy, it's doing the thing again. What? Did you think that just 'cause I am the one who has negativity doesn't mean I don't remember how to give a proper advice?
I understand.
That's good to hear. Lance and him had some tea and cookies to settle before he goes to find Balin.
Balin, are you in here? Look,
Balin was busy swapping his outfit. Thankfully, he had some casual clothes on. Oh?
knocks on the
Hello,
door.
Lancey. Do come in. I was just getting done here.
Comes in. Well, Lance told me to tell you that he wants to talk to you later on.
Balin paused for a bit before asking, he needs to talk to me? About what?
Something that's very important to him.
He seemed curious, so he decided to follow. Even gets his hat on.
Soon back at Lance's room. Lance, I got Balin for you.
Thank you. Hello, Balin. I'm glad you can make it. Lance? You're different. There was a moment, there was some silence.
Do you want me to leave so you guys can talk?
You stay. So, you're able to change your form? Since when? I have since those two children brought me back from the madness. It does feel strange to be this again.
And I think it's a pretty good look for you, Lance. Miles.
Balin, you aren't too shocked about this, are you? He was then grabbed by the shoulder, and the other maestro looked at him with a smile. It's been a long time since I saw you in this form.
Smiles at them.
Without a word, he hugs him, and Lancey could see how things are looking. You may be one of negativity, but that doesn't mean I thought of any less of you. Balin.
Oh, that's sweet. Otis them hugs and then says to himself, I wonder what Negi is doing now. I hope he's doing okay.
You really are as I thought, and I'm okay with it. He hugs him back. It was rather something they both needed.
Smiles at them and lets them have their time together and walks out of the room.
Lancey decided to call the horror theater just to check on things. Ding ding. God, what do you think his ringtone is?
I have
I like to
no.
think it's spooky, scary skeleton or something.
Oh my god.
Spooky, scary skeletons are rolling down your spine. Oh,
Okay.
shock the zone tonight.
Waits for a while, but no one picks up. Hmm. Maybe I should go check. Maybe I should go check. Maybe I should go check what's going on. Hangs up the phone and gets ready to leave.
That was until the items were around him, like they didn't want him to leave yet.
I'm sorry, little ones. I shouldn't stay too long, but I'll try to call him again. If nobody picks up on that one on the next call, so I would be heading back home. Pets them, then calls the house here again.
Okay, okay, guys, are you ready? Are you ready for Negati? You know how he's been flirty. You know how he's been sensible. But have you ever seen him be comedic? In the ironic thing? World, you ready for this?
Yep.
Negati answers. Who is this calling? Listen, if it's the fucking cheap Halloween store again, I'm telling you for the last fucking time, I don't sell my props for cheap!
Doesn't say anything for Aladdin. Hi, Niggy. Is everything okay over there?
Oh, Lancelot, it's you. Sorry, dear. I've been busy with things. Anyway, how have things been over at the Wonderworld Theater?
I can see, and everything is quite fine over here. I'm feeling a lot better than 4 days ago. But what happened? What about it? How have you been?
Lancy, I've got everything under control. I've managed to take care of the issues, and all is clear. And I'm glad to know that you're doing well.
Yes, I know, but sometimes you can't get overworked, and when that happens, you seem to get grouchy and yell at the other members.
I know, I'm aware of that. No need to remind me often. I have been wondering a bit. How did things go over there, anyways?
Well, nothing much. Get got into a small fight with Battle, but everything is fine now, and helped out around to see out the place. And right now, Lance and Balin are having a moment together.
Now that's a first, but it is a fitting feeling.
Yeah, it seems to me that Lance has a soft spot. He is very nice, but anyways, I just wanted to check up on how you were doing. I hope next time when the costume store calls, you tell them that the costume store that the costumes are not for sale, and I'll be back home tomorrow. Good night, Niggy.
Be seeing you later, darling. Daddy does miss you.
Bye. Hangs up the phone fast and falls to the floor, buzzing in love.
He was super happy about how the Dark Maestro talked to him.
So happy that he's doing okay. Gets up and then goes to check on Balin and Lance.
He could see them talking over some things. Then they noticed him.
He smiles and he smiles at them and then walks towards them. So how did it go?
We worked some things out, and it's nothing to worry about.
That's good.
I'm assuming Negati and you had an interesting talk as well.
Yes, we did. He smiles. How about I'll cook something for you guys before I head to bed.
They let him, and he went to make something nice with some help.
Make soup and make some cupcakes for dessert sometime later. Dale, done cooking. Go ahead, eat up.
They thanked him and they ate.
Nancy says you're welcome to them, then starts to eat his food to finish it, and starts to clean up the kitchen area.
Lance had also lended a hand with the dishes.
Thank you for your help, Lance.
It's the least I can do. You should get some rest.
Okay, and you two after this. He smiles and leaves off, off to bed.
All was good and settling in the night. Lancelot was happy to sleep.
Next day, wakes up, gets dressed, and gets ready to leave.
He got breakfast and goes to eat. He could hear classic music playing.
Nancy smiles and finishes his breakfast, then cleans up after his mess, then goes to check it out.
He sees on the main stage Balin doing a sort of performance with none other than knights.
Wow, they are amazing together. He smiles and watches them.
It was one of elegance and friendly fun, very in sync with how they followed each other's moves.
Wow. He walks up to them quietly to not interrupt them.
It ended with sparkles and lights, both ended in a bow.
Wow, that was amazing.
Well, would you look at that, Nighty Night? Seems we've attracted an audience. It seems we have, Balin.
You guys were so cool. I bet it took a lot of practice for you guys to get it right.
It most definitely, after all, practice makes perfect, they said with a wink.
Of course. Um, sorry, I'm losing my way.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Moment, please.
Okay,
Hmm.
I see. You guys are really good dance partners. Anyways, I'm going to get going. I hope to see you soon, Balan, and night. Bye, and good luck with your dancing. Walks off.
Oh boy. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, you're gonna leave so soon?
Stops. Yes, but uh, did you want something from me before I go?
Well, not really. It was more of why didn't you bring this up before?
Oh, sorry. I guess I was just happy to go back home and back to work soon. I do enjoy doing my job.
Well, you should at least take time to take you should at least take time to have some rest, or at least in a way, a break. It does help maintain a balance. Please do remember that, Lancelot. It's very
I know,
important you do.
I know.
They bid him farewell as he heads back to the horror theater, where he can greet his maestro.
he was he was on his way back until accidentally bumping into someone, knocking them down to the ground. Oof! Sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you. To you, good soul. Here, let me help you up. Puts his hand out to help them.
You again. You're that femboy who works at that theater. What are you doing here? He realized that it was one of the thugs that harmed him years back.
You, I saw, I take some steps back. What are you doing back in town? I thought you and your gang was on the run.
He, he grabs him by the collar. Your, your sugar daddy of a boss took my group and made their lives hell, and it's your fault, you fuckboy. Lancelot remembered what Negati mentioned about dealing with people like this.
Punches his stomach. Good, because your group deserved it.
Ah! You bitch! I'll tear those dildos off your back! This made the light maestro unamused by this.
How dare you? Thanks to you and your goddamn group, one of them is cut off, but I'm still stronger than you. Uses his tangles, then throws him away.
And into the trash. Lancy heads to the main doors to go meet with the maestro.
Walks in and sees the place is amiss. Really, really, I leave for a while and this is what I come home to? I bet he's still torturing them. Walks off to find the maestro.
He gets
Negati?
he could see the rest of the group being tormented, and Negati was in the shadows. Yes, that's right. You bastards get what you deserve for messing with my partner.
Negati, stop.
Negati glanced over with his golden fangs flashed. Why, hello there, Lancelot. I see you're back soon. I was just teaching these vermin a lesson.
Negati, let them go right now.
Negati seemed to hear him and did so before getting up from his chair and going over to him. My dear Lancy, I thought you would have wanted them to taste their own medicine.
Takes those steps back from him. No, I never asked for this. I never asked you to hold them like this. Is this why you made me leave to Wonderworld Theater?
Lancelot, You should have known how my themes work. I know you don't like the idea of what I am doing. Please don't think of me as anything else. Let me ask you this. Am I any worse compared to those who would kill and do far worse? Even if he was furious with him, Lancelot thought about what he said. He knew deep inside he was right. Negati opened his arms as if inviting him for a hug.
Taismo steps back. Like, what are you doing? Is like what you're doing is any better? Torture them like this? Is this like is this you should just have been brought them to the cops? Not this. I know this is supposed to be a house here, but does the leader of the place really have to do this to evil humans?
Negati said nothing. He had them tied up in a pile, placed them in front of the door. He calls the cops and waits.
Clancy stays in his room and keeps the door locked. Looks out from the window and watches the cops take the gangsters to jail and holds his teddy bear close to him.
Negati, on the other hand, went to his room, rather feeling sorry for himself. He was only trying to do what he thought was appropriate, and yet Lancelot brought him back from the darkened thought. He stayed in his office the whole day. Nobody seen him, which was unnerving.
Looks at the door and remembers the mess. Someone's going to have to clean it. Unlocks his door and goes out to clean up the mess in the theater.
Thankfully, the other staff members lended a hand. They also mentioned how they wondered how Lancy was doing.
He does a fake smile and tells them that he was okay, and he keeps cleaning up and goes to the kitchen and sees plates are broken and whiskey bottles on the floor that was half broken and started to clean it up. There.
It seems like it wasn't just revenge, rather more deeper meaning.
Let's have a sigh. I need a mop to clean this up, to clean up this whiskey. I'll go check in the cleaning closet. Goes there and gets the mop, but accidentally locks the door on himself. Damn it! Tries to open the door, couldn't accidentally brings off the handle. Crap!
This was going to be a problem. A few minutes later, Negati comes out of his office and goes to check on things, but asks where Lancelot was.
He was going to clean the kitchen, but was an hour ago. Maybe he lied and left the theater.
Moment, kinda stuck. I know he wouldn't. If he would have done something, he would have left a note or something. I'm having a few of you go look for him. Do not miss a single area or door.
Yes, boss. Goes and looks for Lancy.
Lancy, please be alright. I cannot lose another over something like what happened before. His mind was slightly growing warped. His anxiety was growing too.
Members look around the kitchen area and walks to the janitor closet. Lancy, dears, where are you? She yells them from the closet. I'm here. I'm over here. I'm stuck in here. The door handle broke off when I was trying to get out.
They go to him. They go to get him out, and thankfully he was alright, much to their relief.
Thank you. I was stuck in there for a little while. I've been trying to get out, but takes out his ring, but that was broken into two pieces. I accidentally broke it when I was trying to get out.
They knew this would be bad if Negati sees it. They suggested that he quickly find a way to fix it, otherwise it'll be bad, like very bad. Note, Negati will be heartbroken, and also it'll be kind of like the whole thing with Lance.
I know, but I don't know how to make it. He made it. Maybe if I look in his office, maybe there might be blueprints on how this was made. For now, I need to clean up the kitchen.
They told him to watch out for Negati. He was looking for him, and how worried he was. Lansing needed to find help and fast. The theater was huge, so it was easy for him to hide for the time before Negati became more and more anxious, if not frustrated.
Turns out, okay, okay, I can clean up this mess later on. Right now, need to find a way to fix my ring. Looks at them. He looks at the members that are in the hallway. Do me a favor and distract Negati for me. I'm going to his office. Walks off to Negati's office.
Negati hadn't noticed this, thankfully, as Lancelot went to his office and how the ring was made. Thankfully, he found it and began to work.
Some hours later, done fixing the done done fixing the ring. Then puts away the blueprints. It's not it's not good like it was before, but at least it still fits me. He puts the ring on and then looks at it.
It was still a nice looking ring, which was good. He knew he would need to see Negati just so the place doesn't turn upside down.
I should look for him and talk this out. Gets up, then walks off to find him.
He could see him in the main stage area. He looks like he was about ready to go into rage mode, something that no soul should ever have to witness.
Runs up to him, then grabs his arm. Negative! What are you doing?
Negati's eyes were pure red at this point. Red liquid seeping down his face and fangs were showing. Clearly Lancelot could see why this was important and why this was serious.
What happened to you? Come, we need to take you to the emergency room. Grabs him, then takes him there to the emergency room.
Negati followed him, and those who were brave enough to try and get his mind under control. After what took a while, he finally came to his senses. What happened? Sir, you were having a tragic episode. You would have done some serious damage to the theater and hurt some of your crew. I did that. Indeed, but thankfully Sir Lancelot managed to get you here. Negati's eyes went wide as he looked over to see his partner looking worried.
Negati, what triggered this?
I feared you would have left me. That I had made yet another stupid mistake. I I couldn't imagine losing someone important to me. He was shaking, looking at his own hands. It was clear that he was dawning back to the old feelings.
Negati goes in front of him, then puts his hands on his. I will never leave you, and I understand that you will want to protect me.
He could see tears in the other's eyes. He was obviously stressed to a point where he couldn't talk normally.
Come here, hugs him.
Tears came down as he held him close. Clearly this was how vulnerable the other was in this moment, and had now realized.
Hugs him tighter.
Clearly this maestro's been needing some sort of comfort.
Are you feeling better? Looks up at him.
Yes, I'll be okay. Thank you, Lancy.
Couldn't, no problem.
Please, Lancy, stay with me for the night. I don't want to be alone.
Okay, Niggy. Okay, Niggy. I will stay with you for the night, but stop talking to him. Right now, we should clean up this mess.
Already got that started.
Okay. Locks off to clean up.
It was later in the night, and Negati had removed his clothing for his night robe.
Takes off his. Lancy takes off his office but keeps the right baggy suit on.
Good to see you're here.
Of course, of course, you did ask me to stay over for the night.
Negati smiles. I just wanted to feel close to you. I did miss you.
I miss you too, Niggity.
Negati brings him close and kisses him.
Puts his arms on his shoulders.
Negati made it with passion and how he poured his emotions into it, which was long. Lancy, my dear sweet Lancy, I'm just glad to have you here.
And I'm happy to be close to you, my dear Niggy.
Let's head to bed together.
I like that.
Moment. Come on, let's get some sleep. They go to bed, and Negati lays down first. Then Lancy joins in.
Puts his arms around him and falls asleep.
So does Negati, holding a good firm grip on him as he falls asleep.
Middle of the night, wakes up and then looks around the room.
Negati was still keeping a good hold on him. Alright, people, just finding the right spot. Okay, some were awake, but he did no mind, as they just made small talk.
I don't know what's going on here, people, but I would just keep going on anyways. Kisses his foot and slowly gets out of his arms and puts on the spell and goes to the kitchen. Lancy gets himself a little snack and write down a little notepad on what he should do for the next day. I wonder if Negative cleared out his old partner's outfit. I should check out tomorrow morning. Finish his snacks, then heads off to Negative's room.
He could see him sleeping soundly without a care.
Joyce.
It made appear peaceful.
Okay. Joins him. Both was up. Wait,
Okay, Negati joins him, and both watch out. The dark and the light had a moment of peace.
So, sometime later, dries himself off and puts on his office and cook breakfast. Then Niggity, okay, sorry, dries himself off and puts on his office. Niggity, do you want me to cook your breakfast? Then I'll bring it to your office. You going to eat with me? Or you going to eat with me?
I would rather eat with you, since after what happened yesterday, I was hoping to take things easy. He said with a smile.
I would like that too. He smiles and back after the kitchen.
It would seem things were settling down today, both working fine, and the play turned out as expected. And this all happened because over Ashley simply just wanting to give some frozen yogurt. Yes, thank you, Riala. And that is the RP story, everyone. I want to know what you think.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I didn't read my lines really good, but I did enjoy it. I like
I
it.
was trying to find where I was.
We were both trying to find where we were. I think Skype's been acting weird. Skype
It's
needs to
fine.
be weird.
Oh,
But
and also, people, sorry if we had to cut out the steamy sessions. It's just that they were in very much detail.
too much detail.
All you need to know is that, basically, for our first time, it was basically of gender swapping. It was all passion. And the second time, we had a bit of dealing with a problem, but it's all fine.
Mm-hmm.
What I gotta say is, Lancy, you definitely have talent. And very skills in that direction.
Be quiet. I don't even
Oh,
want to
come here,
remember that moment.
oh, come here, sweetie.
Why? What am I gonna do with you, bastard?
Maybe, I'll let you take control for tonight.
No, thank
Well, everyone, we best be leaving. Au revoir.
you. Good night, everybody, and sweet dreams.
Yes, everyone. Hopefully, if we may do these later, or if we try doing these again, we may provide more. But until then, see you all later.
Pleasant nightmares.
And put a comment below which were your favorite moments in this.
The best moment of me is screwing up.
I pretty much liked how I handled with Negati's emotions here.
You did good. You did so much better than me because it's been so long since I LP with somebody.
It's okay. And also, I like the little moment with Balan and Lance.
Oh, it's sweet.
Yeah, especially that little bit where they actually made up.
It's cute.
Well, we'll see you all later.
Good
Bye
night.
bye.
Good night.
And see you all real soon.
God, I'll be